back to the channel. All in all, it's been another busy day, but certainly not in the vein of the past few. I spent the bulk of my day setting up a site on WordPress. I had no idea that doing something on there would be as complicated as it turned out to be. In the past, I've done work with like learning scripting languages for video games, making mods and stuff, and none of that seemed as challenging as doing this. So, as I said, it was a learning experience. Finally, thankfully, I figured it out. I mentioned in my video last night that I wanted to try to do this short story challenge where I offer to write short stories for people. And so I set up the site today. And all in all, I think it turned out really well. I made a very simple and clean design, and basically you go there and there's one form on one page. You enter in your name and your email, and there's some buttons that you check off, like for the age range of the reader of the story, and the kind of genres that they prefer and stuff like that. But it's really simple. There's like maybe 4 or 5 things to check, and then there's a submit button at the bottom, and that's all there are to it. So I'm going to leave the description, I'm going to leave the link to this in the description, so definitely go and check it out. Leave me a comment and let me know what you thought. Certainly, if you're interested and you would like your own story, you can submit a request there. That's really the focus of this video. This is the second time for me trying to film it. I don't know what happened the first time. But yeah, that's kept me busy. The writing last night went really well. I wrote for probably a little over 4 hours straight in one stretch. And I was just really pleased with how it went, how the story is moving forward. The words have been a little slower today, but they're still moving. I'm still pleased with where the characters are. They're getting closer and closer to their next destination. So I'm pleased with how that's going to turn out. Yeah, that's about all for this day. It's going to be interesting to me to see how this pans out and how challenging it ends up being. Trying to balance writing these stories and working on this novel at the same time. But I think it'll be a pretty fun experience, and to me, I think it's an awesome idea. The idea and the notion of receiving a personalized story, written just for me, I think that'd be a great gift. I'm considering, and probably will, extend this beyond Christmas, because in my mind, you could apply this really at any time. I mean, you could have a story written for someone as a gift, like for their birthday or an anniversary present, or there's all sorts of different occasions. Valentine's Day is coming up. There are lots of different occasions where it would just be amazing to receive a unique piece of art like that. All these stories will be one of a kind. It's not going to be a thing where I write a story and send it to 10 different emails. Each one will be individual. So that in and of itself, I think, is something pretty awesome. So yeah, definitely check that out and let me know what you thought. Also, I really need some info about transferring different formats into like ebook or Mobi. Right now I'm using Calibre, and I have used that to transfer files so that I can turn them into an ebook and put them on my e-reader. But it doesn't work all that great, and I've heard that it can be temperamental, and I'd like to do a really good job with this. So if you know of a better software, or even a link to a video where someone's talking about, doing the formatting manually and then what program they use, that would be really helpful. So definitely leave me feedback on that if you know anything about it. Yeah, as I usually say, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I hope all of you are well. I hope your stories are moving forward. Thank you for your time and attention. Have a good night.